All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see what we got happening here in the market today. All right, we're looking at the yes right now. Let's just talk about yesterday a little bit. Yesterday we called out this level right here, 53.40, and we was looking at that on a 2 hour time limit. And once that level broke, everything fell. And you'll see this was at around 1:30 yesterday afternoon. And you'll see that Tesla fell yesterday. Um, what else fell? Nvidia fell around that same time frame. I believe Apple fell, Visa, Mastercard, American Express, all of those in the 2 hour time frame at 1:30. All right, so today we're looking at the ES, and we see we have a level here, 53.18, and a top here around 53.66. So to the top side, it would definitely have to break 53.66. And then from the downside, if we get a break of this 5,300 level, we can get back down here to 52.50. So we'll be taking our eyes looking at that. What else going on in the market? So the healthcare sector, UNH, uh, nearly had a 20% decline in its stock, and that is due to missed earnings expectations and a lower forecast for 2025. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on UNH when we start talking about lower forecast for the entire year. Then we're in a position now where this isn't just a one-time event. So look, we went from 580 to 467. It's over $120. Let's take a look at UNH on a 4 hour time frame. Because now we've broken through all levels. And we can also see that this UNH falling has infected CVS Healthcare and Humana, all have declined today in the healthcare sector. I think Lilly came out with some news this morning. Saw saying they had some improvement in their drugs. And so I think Lilly is up a little bit, but with UNH falling like this, the XLV sector is definitely going to be hit. Boy, we're running slow today. All right. We even broke through a 490 level here on the 4 hour time frame. We got a 468 here. Um, you know, what might happen, there might just be some automatic bids to buy. So this 470 might go back up to 490, maybe. But then we could probably expect another rejection. So UNH, I give it a day or two to cool off. But if the overall market tends to trend low, this might be a swing trade back to the downside on UNH. Um, Taiwan Semiconductor. Today they've reported some strong first quarter earnings with 42% growth. I have a friend that's keep talking about TSMC. This is definitely a stock. Probably want to start scooping up. We're already at $151. So we can probably get up to 166. Let's take a look at Taiwan Semiconductor real quick. This might help the chip sector today for a little bit, but I am still feeling, yeah. So we had a good gap up here to 158. It would definitely have to break 158. I would not be surprised if we get a rejection and then a fall on TSMC but Taiwan Semiconductor TSM. But they did have some good earnings reports. Um, Consumer discretionary sector, Hertz shares jumping 12% after a 56% surge. Um, that's because of Bill Ackerman's investment in Hertz. So let's look at Hertz 436. Um, Jumped all the way up to $8. Uh, wow, Hertz has been here in a squeeze for a moment. It pretty much tell you that there is something happening. There is some news that's going to break on this, and sure enough, Hertz broke. Okay, maybe long term investment, something to look at. Maybe Hertz can get back up to $9 or $10 consistently. We'll see. Um, Energy sector, we got some modest gains there because we see some pricing increasing. So that can always jumpstart things. We know we had talked about energy yesterday with XOM and CVX, Chevron, and yeah, that continued. Now we're already at an important level of 105, so we might get some rejection there. The Federal Reserve, they signal a hawkish stance, indicating a prolonged hold on interest rates adjustment to manage inflation risks. So it means no cuts planned shortly. All right, so let's take a look at the SPY. So yesterday again was about patience. We knew about the 2 hour setup. We knew about the support line here. Our 528, 527 is what we called out. And once that broke, that was almost a 5x. We've seen some $2 contracts go up to almost $8, so 4x. And so today, we see quite a bit of resistance back up here, 532. We just talked about it breaking on the ES at 519, 520. So I would say this level, 526, 27 would be another level of support again today. And we can get another drop back down to 520. That'd be great. But we do see the moving averages, MACD moving up. So what you might expect is a 526, 527 settle. And if the moving average keeps moving up, then it may be a takeoff to the upside. Then again, like I said, the market has a mind of its own. We're just trying to read, find support and resistance. All right, let's take a look at some other things we're looking at today. Let's take a look at coin. All right, coin again is looking kind of bullish this morning. It gets past 175, we can get a run up to 179. We see that level 171, 179. Let's see, anything else looking bullish this morning? Airbnb. Now, Airbnb, we called out yesterday. It did have a quick spike up. If you was trading on the 5 or 15 minute, it got up to 115. But here we got a clear sign of rejection, 113, 112. So we in this phase again. We're just looking for a breakout, probably above 114, 115. If we do, we can take it to the upside. But you have to be patient, not trying to jump in on that one. Google, very good support level at 155, or resistance, at 155. It breaks 155, 156, able to hold. We can take Google to the upside. If not, we get rejected. We take that back down to 152. Take a look at Meta. Meta, had a bullish spike yesterday for a quick second, really high. Meta again is looking a little bullish this morning. If it can get above 513, maybe we can have a run up. Mixed market this morning, not a lot of clear setups. Let's take a look at American Express. American Express is looking bearish. 251 down to 238. Yeah, it's looking pretty bearish for American Express. Let's take a look at Mastercard. We did play Visa yesterday. It was a long hold, but it did drop. Mastercard got that break at 512 down to 500, or moved to 523. So 512 is a support line. So, all right. So for today, we're looking at Google and Meta, American Express and Mastercard, and Coin. Let's take a look at industrials real quick, and then we're going to drop CAT is at 293. Not my favorite. What about Boeing here? All right, 152, 165 is our levels. And we're at 156. All right, Boeing is sitting right there at the middle. We'll be looking at Boeing, but still not my favorite. I'm probably going to stick with American Express, Mastercard, and Coin today. Let's look at Visa. Visa got something maybe setting up here on the 4-hour. Let's change our. Yeah. So yeah, here's Visa again. We played this to the downside at 328. Again, Visa breaks. It's at 332 to 329. If it breaks that 329, we can go. So there's some 4-hour setups today with Visa and American Express and Mastercard. Keep our eyes on the financial sector, and we'll take a look from there. All right. Hopefully this video has been helpful. If it has, please like and subscribe, and check you out in the next one.